looking at a dime package from the Chargers. Goff steps up, feels the rush, unloads downfield. Fighting, Cooper Kupp breaks away. Touchdown Rams. Jared Goff extends the play, and then Cooper Kupp does the rest. 53 yards.
Years down the road. Play fake on first down. Time to throw. Smith lets it rip. Richardson. He's got it inside the 5. Touchdown. Richardson.
All right, enough of that bullshit. All right, what's up, fellas? It's your boy, Honey Badger. We're here back for another recap. Recap week number 3. It was a fabulous Sunday. We had a lot of games. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Look at that. Look at this shit right here. I'm 0-3 in our Boss Thinks We're Working league. I'm 0-3 in fucking Ryan Cardona's league, and I'm 0-3 in my $250 league. Holy hell. Basically, I have a similar team for all 3 of them, man. So I think that's where I fucked up. I have like Kamara on all 3 of my leagues, but then I have all the other players too. So it's kind of fucked up, right? All right, let me go to our league. We're going to start our week 4. All right, let me get this thing rolling. Where's my music? DJ, give me some Monday Night Hits. All right. That might be too loud. Let me see. Let me turn it down a little bit. You know what? Screw the fucking music, right? Screw the music. Alright, here we go with the recap, boys. This is our week 3 recap, man. What the hell was going on with the Honey Badger? What the hell was I doing, man? I've lost 3 games in a row. I'm still in 12th place. I lost to Knuckleheads. Let's go ahead and review this game real quick for you guys. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's pretty clear on my side. I don't know if it's clear. How come it's not as clear as I like it to be? It's kind of fucked up. But anyways, here we go. He had a polished team. His wide receivers didn't do crap for him. He was still able to put this McCaffrey, 41 points. He didn't score a touchdown, but he's 184 rushing yards. Oh my goodness, this guy's going off. Kamara's been doing it all year for me, 40 plus points. Alex Smith. Right here, I thought I heard something. My bad, guys. I'll keep it going. Anyways, I had 2 players playing for me Monday night. Jesse James, this mother right here. Look at this guy. He went off last week for 30 points, right? The next week, very favorable matchup against Tampa Bay. High scoring game. I thought, he's going to get at least 3 or 4 catches, maybe 50, 60 yards for it, and a touchdown. Dude got me 1 point. 1 point, 1 reception for 7 yards. This man, I just want to fucking go off on this dude. Then I also had Deshaun Jackson. Dude's been balling out all season long, getting at least 5 targets a game, 146 yards week 1, 129 yards week 2, and then look what he does for me whenever I pick him up and start him, 37 yards. It hurts me because he did have a punt return for a touchdown, which would have gave me 6 points plus the return yards, would have gave me just about 11, 12 points to, for that touchdown, but it was called back for a holding and I lost by 10. So I would have won this game if that holding wasn't called. And yeah, 2 players on Monday night and they gave me 7 points, 8 points total. What else can I do? I'm losing badly. Lost to Knuckleheads. Fuck me, right? I had, I had Kerryon Johnson on the bench with 22. I almost started the dude over Chris Thompson. I should have, but I just thought, Washington was going to be behind and they were going to throw the ball a lot. Screw Adrian Peterson. But no, they wanted to go up by like 3 touchdowns and have Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers throw the ball the whole time. So I was kind of screwed. But anyways, Aaron Rodgers. Again, I had Alex Smith, which had 40 points by the first half. Aaron Rodgers had like 3 points. And then all of a sudden, no more points for Alex Smith and all these points for Aaron Rodgers. That's just the way it went down for me this week. All right, so I screwed up. I probably should have started players off my gut, but I didn't. Knuckleheads, good game. Knuckleheads is now 2-1. Honey Badger is 0-3. All right, you know what? Real quick, let's go through before I continue on to the next games. Let's take a look real quick at the standings. Standings right now, it's Bird Gang. He's flying high. He's 3-0. Bird Gang. Scoring a shit ton of points every week. And and just doing them up, man. Bergang is going to be a force to reckon with. Guys, watch out. He's in the elite division. Actually, the elite division has the 3-0, 2-1, 2-1. More points scored between these teams. Nobody in the 400s. Man. So, let me see. Sorry, I got a text message. Let me answer that. All right. Coach Nation holding it down. Third overall, second in the division. Coach Nation 2-1. He's doing it up right now as well. He blew away his opponent. It didn't blow him away, but he dominated with another 200-point performance. And then you got Knuckleheads, fourth overall, third in the division with the 2-1 record. We got Dropout 1-2, Suck Me 1-2, and then the Honey Badger 0-3. All right. Look at these points scored against me and Suck Me. My goodness. All right, we got Blitzburg holding it down with the 3-0 undefeated record. Then we got the Varsity Waterboy, which is 2-1. Not bad, but he got destroyed this week. I'll go over that in a minute. King Red Zone 1-2. Popping for Skittles 1-2. Big Daddy Texans 1-2, and Weak Sauce 1-2. So I've always talked about in my other write-ups in the previous years not to give up, man. You can always come back. Last year, I remember looking at last year's division. Let's see if I can pull up last year's division real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, last year's division. You see this crap? Look who 6 of us made it to the playoffs, and look at this: 4, 7, and 6 teams. You know, Bergang just missed the playoffs last year. He still won the first pick in the consolation bracket. But yeah, it's not out of reach, guys. Just letting you know, I'm in the worst position right now with the 0-3 record. But all you guys with the 1-2, any of you guys can easily come back. We got a long season ahead of us. We're barely on week 4 now, so don't give up. All right, let's go ahead and continue on our favorable matchups. Last week we got Big Daddy Texans versus Weak Sauce. No, that's week 4. Excuse me, I messed up. Let me go to week 3. All right, here we go. Big Daddy Texans versus Poppin' for Skittles. This was a match I was watching. I kept my eye on this game. They were head up the whole way. I couldn't tell who was going to come out the winner, but who had this amazing game? This guy, Calvin Ridley. This dude, wow. He had 8 targets, 7 catches, 146 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And he was picked off the waiver. No, he wasn't. He was picked off the free agency. No one actually knew to pick him up except for Skittles. Skittles grabbed the guy, started the guy, and it worked out well for him. He also has Saquon Barkley, who went up against the Texans D, scoring 31. Chris Ivory, since McCoy was out for the week, had scored 27, projected only 9 points. Doing it big. Deshaun Watson did easy garbage time points. It still matters. But let's see, Patrick Mahomes. What a pickup for Big Daddy Texans. 51 points. Let's see his past 3 weeks. It's no fluke, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this: 53 points, 69 points, 51 points, and he's projected to score 52 points this week. Then you got Odell 21 and Melvin Gordon, which has been consistent all year long. He didn't do as well as he did the first 2 weeks. Crowell did well, just couldn't pull it off. Big Daddy Texans with the loss, 197 to Poppin' for Skittles, 214. Look at their bench players. Not a lot of points on the bench, so we'll go ahead and move to the next game. All right, Bergang versus Suck Me. My goodness, look at this score, 265 to 142. God dang, Suck Me is 1-2. Big Bergang 3-0. Let's see. He got destroyed by 120 points, basically 123 points. Wow, I don't know if that's the biggest differential I've seen in this league. There had to have been bigger, but this is up there. It ranks in the top 3 of getting their ass spanked. Suck Me had Tom Brady, which was projected 52 and only scored 19. Okay, his receivers aren't doing well this week. Peterson went off. Not gonna lie, I benched Peterson in my other 2 leagues. That's where I screwed up. Jacksonville didn't do all right. Man, all his players underperformed. Wow, that's terrible, except for Peterson. You got Drew Brees over here scoring 81 points. Let's check out Drew Brees' 74 in week 1, 44 in week 2, and 80. My man, I need a QB. My rule is every year, don't draft a quarterback ever. Just play off the waivers. And what I do this year, I drafted Russell Wilson in the 5th round, thinking he was going to be a top 10 quarterback. He was a top quarterback last year, and he's been pitiful. He's been bad, and it's. I just had to drop him. I actually recently released him, so I don't have to worry about that guy anymore. I don't even care. He's got a bad team, bad offensive line, and it's just a waste of that 5th pick. All right, Mike Evans went off. Tyler Lockett, Todd Gurley, Wendell Smallwood. I think that's his first name. Yeah, Wendell Smallwood. Man, Will Fuller, good pickup. Man, my goodness, look at the points on the bench. Oh, my God, he had Matt Ryan on the bench. It wouldn't have mattered. It would not have mattered. 30 points from Mike. 2 touchdowns, 81 catches. How many? 4 receptions. My goodness. Bird Gang, he's got a lot of depth. He's pretty stacked. Let me see, who's the second running back? Jay Ajayi, Derrick Henry. Where's your second running back? I guess, when you got Todd Gurley and Drew Brees scoring you points like that, I guess you don't need one, huh? But yeah. Bird Gang, 3-0. Suck me, 1-2. Blitzburg and the Varsity Water Boy. Varsity Water Boy disappointed this week. He was only projected to score 164 points, but look at the points he scored. 129. 129. That's the lowest this year so far. You can't get... I don't know what else to say. 129 to 170. Blitzburg stays perfect this season with the 3-0 record, scoring only 170 points with the 3-0. Win is a win, but let's see. 2 low-scoring teams. Carson Wentz came back first week. Didn't do too well. Damn. Josh Gordon, which got him 0 points. 47 points from Cam Newton, 17-10. 18 from Emmanuel Sanders, 5 from Drake. My goodness, yeah. Burkhead just got placed on IR, so he's not going to be playing. Drake, he should, I don't know, man. He's slumping as well. I don't know what to say. Your running backs aren't that great. Got Goff, 64 points. Disley, no running back. James White, he's been a good third down back for the Patriots. Phillip Rivers, Benjamin. Oh, man. He's got Mark Ingram. You got Mark Ingram and Devontae Freeman. So no worries for Varsity Water Boys, which has 2 players that are going to be coming back pretty soon. So he's not really too worried. But 2-1 winning record. Yeah, he shouldn't be worried. 3-0. Going to have to do something with that depth. All right, let's move on to the next game. Colts Nation versus Dropout. This was a high-scoring game. This game actually surprised me. Dropout's projected points, 176, and he scores a 225 and still loses. Projected points, 198 for Colts Nation, and he scores 246, winning by 21 points. So Colts Nation takes it down, staying in 3rd place overall, 2nd in the division with a 2-1 record. Dropout. This shows meaning. You still have a chance, Dropout. You don't have a bad team. I thought you, after that first week, but no, you're doing it. You're scoring points, man. That's all that matters. So, let's go ahead and go over the players. Ben Roethlisberger scoring 60. This guy's always scoring points, man. I thought he was going to flake out this year. 21 in the first game, 84 in the second game, 60 points in the third game. My gosh. T.Y. Hilton, he hasn't been doing anything this year. He should break out sooner or later. Robert Woods, what a good pickup. Juju Smith, man, you got a good wide receiving core. I'm not going to lie. Fast, athletic, gets a lot of targets. That's a good wide receiving core right here. Ezekiel Elliott hasn't been doing anything. Jordan Howard hasn't really been doing much, even though he let's look at it. He gets a lot of rush attempts. I'm not going to lie. 24 rush attempts for 61 yards and a touchdown. Ebron, good pickup. Coleman right here. Good third down back as well. He's doing real well in the place of Devontae Freeman. Vinatieri, Tennessee defense. Nice team you got here, Colts Nation. Finally, I'm not gonna lie. These past years, you've been you're doing it up. Let's just say you're doing it up this year. You got good draft, good players. Let's check out your depth. Good receiver. I don't know what he's gonna do the rest of the time. I think he's losing touches to Carson. C.J. Anderson, yeah, he's lost his position to old kid. I can't remember, McCaffrey. So, yeah, you need a little depth. You got Callaway as a receiver and Davis as a receiver, but you ain't got running back depth. As soon as Coleman loses those touches to Devontae Freeman, you got Jordan Howard and Ezekiel Elliott, but you got players that you can fill in the flex. But you guys always know about the rule about the flex. Flex, you always want to try to start a running back since they get more touches than receivers and more looks. So always want to start a running back in your flex if you have it. But if you don't, you throw a good receiver in there that gets a lot of targets. Fitzpatrick, he did it. He was doing poorly in the first half, but the second half came back, threw for 400 yards, 56 points. Cooper Kupp, 23. Collins is surprising me this year, 25. Brown, 15. And then your defense. You had Matthew Stafford on the bench with 44, but that was a good pick. Javaris Allen, I think this dude's just scoring touchdowns. Yeah, he's had a touchdown every single game, 16, 18, and 20, and he was on your bench. I mean, you got two Baltimore running backs, both Baltimore running backs that actually did well, so you didn't do too bad. And Kyle Rudolph was your tight end, scoring 15. All right, next game. Where are we at? King Red Zone and Weak Sauce. All right, King Red Zone. We got King Red Zone winning this game, 211 to Weak Sauce's 173. King Red Zone was the underdog, projected to score 191 versus Weak Sauce projected points of 209. Kirk Cousins did terrible, man. I was thinking, man, this guy is playing from behind at the half, down 27 or whatever to 0. He's going to come out in the second half and light it up and score 50, 60 points. No, he didn't do that. He ended up getting more completions, a little bit more yardage, but no touchdowns, fumbles, interceptions. It was just a terrible game from Cousins. So he should have a pickup game next game. Keenan Allen, how did you get 0.6 fumble loss, 1 fumble? Man, 1 sack, only 3 receptions. A reception magnet these last few years, and he's just not cutting it this year. What's going on with Keenan Allen? First week did all right. Second game, third game, he's just going off the map. But maybe it was the defense that he was playing against. Thielen's been doing good. Landry's target machine. Kareem Hunt he's not doing as good, but he's consistent at his projecting points, I guess. Let's see, 12, 24, 25. Yeah, not too bad. Not what he did last year at the beginning of the season. Carlos Hyde is a good running back. Morris, not bad. Prater. Wow, Prater got you 21. Nice. Baltimore. All right, for Weak Sauce's team, he had Andrew Luck. Marshawn Lynch was his best player, basically. And Connor, which that was it. So, let's see what else. You got your bench players. Not a lot of points on the bench. Freeman. I want to see about this Freeman. I haven't really been paying attention to Freeman. Is he the starter or what? 13 carries. Oh, well, Lindsey did throw a punch, so he got kicked out of that game. So I don't know yet. We still don't know what this running back committee that got in Denver. Kenny Stills, he did score a touchdown, 3 receptions. Yeah. Not too bad. All right, those are your games. Right. Let's move on to week 4. I'm just going to go prediction. Just by the looks of it, I don't know if everybody set up their teams. Let's check it out. Teams are all in. 209 to 187. I can't go anywhere else but up. All right. If I lose for the 4th straight week, I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I actually just made a trade with this dude Dropout. He received Giovanni Bernard, and I received Rudolph and Breida. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully it goes my way. Then we got Big Daddy Texans versus Weak Sauce, a divisional matchup. Both 1-2, both trying to get this W. Both are projected to score over 200 points right now. It's looking pretty good. Let me see matchup wise. This is gonna be a good game. Good game to watch right here, boys. All right. If anything, man, I like this team. Just don't know about Sony Michel. Playing Miami. Patriots can't lose 3 in a row, right? Crowell playing against the Jacksonville. I don't know, man. Mahomes, dude. Look at this. You're playing against. I want to say Big Daddy Texans wins this. I want to say he wins it by 15. I'll say 15. All right. All right, here we go. Here's the game of the week. Bird Gang versus Blitzburg. Both teams 3-0. Both teams at the top of their divisions. One's going to go home after Monday night as a loser and with the 3-1 record. So the other team's going to come out 4-0. This is going to be a fun game to watch. I'm going to be paying close attention to this game. I'm going to, watch their plays. Drew Brees versus the Giants D in New York. Ooh. Mike Evans at Chicago. I don't like that matchup for Mike Evans. Golden Tate at Dallas. At Dallas, Golden Tate. I think Dallas actually gets a W this week, and they might be containing Matt Stafford. Tyler Lockett at Arizona. I don't like that matchup. Todd Gurley versus Minnesota. I don't like that matchup, but Todd Gurley is a beast. Jay Ajayi, Tennessee. Will Fuller. I think he's going to go off every week this week. He's had 100-yard games every single week since he's been back. Crosby, New England. All right. Then you got Jared Goff. Don't like that matchup. Antonio Brown versus Baltimore. Not sure. Kenya Dre, I don't like that matchup. Deion Lewis, I'm not even sure if he's a starter. Gronkowski, James White, not the starter. Man, need running back help. You already know that. Underdog by 8 points projected. I like going for the underdogs, but I'm going to say Bergen continues on with this streak and takes it 4-0. Look at their benches now. All right, let's move on. Colts Nation versus King Red Zone. Colts Nation is riding hot. He's trying to improve to 3-1. King Red Zone's trying to get evened up at 2-2. Ben Roethlisberger versus Baltimore. T.Y. Hilton always burns the Houston Texans D, especially at home. So I expect Hilton to go off. He's had a double-digit targets every single game and still hasn't hit the 100-yard mark. So he might be due for it this week. Juju Smith, consistent. Robert Woods, consistent. My goodness. Look at this dude. He's got a good squad. I'm not going to lie. Coast Nation has a squad. King Red Zone, though. If his receivers he's got a good receiving core. They're all number ones. If he can just get those targets, get those balls, and the balls in their hands, and then they'll do something with it. Kareem Hunt, just don't like that matchup. Carlos Hyde, I like that. Goddard. Good tight end. 7 for 7. 7 targets, 7 catches this past week. Good pickup. Just don't know what Alfred Morris is going to do. All right, let's check out y'all's bench real quick. All right, that's it. All right, moving on. Knuckleheads versus Suck Me. Oh, this is going to be a fun matchup right here. Brother versus brother. All right. Joey versus Chris. Chris is currently 2-1. Joey's 1-2. So Knuckleheads is favored 203 to Suck Me's 189. All right, Aaron Rodgers is always going to be questionable all season long, basically with that knee. I heard on the radio today that he's missed practice. It's going to rest a little bit, so I'm sure they're going to just let him rest up and let him play on Sunday. Buffalo's got that mean defense. We all thought Buffalo sucked, but we saw what he did to Kirk Cousins at Minnesota line. So Aaron Rodgers might have a little tough time against the Bills defense. Cooper, he needs to shell out already. Sterling Shepard. Your receivers aren't that strong. David Johnson, let's see he hasn't really been doing. 12 carries, 13 carries. Wow, he hasn't done shit. My goodness. Carson actually went off last week with 32 carries and 102 yards. My goodness. If they continue to feed this guy the ball, then yeah, you got yourself a nice running back right there. Zach Ertz, good tight end. Howell, he's actually been consistent, hasn't he? 14 carries, 12 carries. I don't know what happened to him in week 2. He still scored 21 points, so I'm guessing receiving receptions and stuff. Tucker, good kicker. Always scoring points. Tucker, 15, 16 in the first week. Dude's a automatic field goal kicker, man. Every time he kicks a field goal, he hardly misses. Tom Brady, man. Last 2 weeks, has been underperforming. Devontae Adams, I don't know when he's going to break out. Catching touchdowns. Crabtree, Fournette, finally going to get to play this week, maybe. We'll see. That's a good matchup if he does against the New York Jets. 22 points. Dalvin Cook, can he play this week as well? We'll need to participate in the portion of Vikings. You're going to have to keep an eye on this guy. Watson, Ginn, Gostkowski, Jacksonville D. Look at y'all's bench. No, nobody. All right, last matchup. All right, we got Poppin' for Skittles versus the Varsity Waterboys. Poppin' is 1-2. Varsity Waterboys is 2-1. We'll see what happens. Both projected 189. The other one's projected 165. Deshaun Watson, Tyreek Hill, Brandon Cooks. What a pickup right here. Really, he's supposed to get a lot of touches and a lot of looks and targets. So we'll see. McCoy, I don't know if I can trust McCoy from playing. Supposedly, I heard on the radio that he might be missing this game, but we'll see about that. Allison, I don't really like this guy either. He doesn't get a lot of targets, so Cobb gets some more than him, but he was able to score this past week. All right. Carson Wentz, he should do better, but at Tennessee, it's gonna be tough. Hopkins, Inua, he hasn't really been doing nothing. Josh Gordon didn't do anything last week. Miller didn't do anything either, I don't think. 10 carries, 10 yards. Wow. All right, Hines, Kittle. Kittle's a good pickup, right? Now with Garoppolo down now, 7 targets, 5 catches. Eckler. Oh, man, it's gonna be a tough matchup. I say Popping for Skittles wins this one. I said Knuckleheads wins that one. Coast Nation continues on. Bird Gang continues. Big Daddy, and myself. So every single team on the left side on my screen, I believe is going to win it. But, anything goes. All right. Let's check out the trades this week. All right, so I mentioned earlier my trade, Matt Breida and Kyle Rudolph, was sent to me for Giovanni Bernard. Weak Sauce and Suck Me had a trade. Weak Sauce. Philip Lindsay, Jamal Williams, and Matt Ryan was traded to Weak Sauce. In return, Suck Me received Dalvin Cook, which is a number 1 back when he's healthy, Brandon Marshall, and Latavius Murray, Cook's handcuff. Also, we had Big Daddy Texans. Was this last week? Was this last week? The 18th? The 18th was the last week, yeah. That happened last week. That was a good trade for Big Daddy Texans, I think. All right, those are it. You guys seen your let's go ahead and go over the waivers real quick. So who has the number 1 waiver? Popping for Skittle still has the number 1 waiver. King Red Zone has the number 2 waiver. And Knuckleheads has the number 3. Waiver is very important to have. You might never know when you can find someone in the waiver pool. Use those waivers wisely. People that have been busy in the free agencies and the waivers and trades is Big Daddy Texans with 19 moves. Next up was Dropout with 16. And then you have Suck Me and Honey Badger with 13 moves. And the Varsity Water Boys with 12 moves. So far, who hasn't done much? Weak Sauce hasn't really been making any moves. Knuckleheads, Coast Nation, and Bird Gang. Why do you have to make a move, right? When Bird Gang's 3-0, Coast Nation's 2-1, Knuckleheads is 2-1. 3 moves for Blitzberg. So why mess anything up on your team when it's all going right? So, all right. So there you guys have it. Thanks for watching, or thanks for listening. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure you guys leave a comment down at the bottom, like it, do whatever, subscribe to me. But until next time, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.